going to work on making a cute little Valentine's house. And what I decided to do is work with mixed mold, because I got it, a couple bags of this on sale. I had never worked with it before. Got a couple bags on sale at Hobby Lobby because they are gonna, I guess they're discontinuing it, but it was really, really cheap compared to what mixed mold sells for. And I have a tub of it in white. And what I want to do is mix some up, and I do want it to be pink, but I want it to be toned down. Like, this is screaming pink, pink. Here's some that I mixed before, and it's shouting pink, way too pink, at least for what I want to do with it. So this stuff, you mix 2/3 of a cup to 4 tablespoons of water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do mostly white, because this other that I tried to mix earlier is just way out there. Way not what I want it to be. So I'm going to do my white first. I'm going to do that's 1/3 of a cup. And then this is another 1/3 of a cup. And then what I'm going to do is add the pink in to finish up this second 1/3 of a cup. And hopefully that's what we need to do. At first I tried doing half and half, and it was like, whoa, because when this gets wet, it's way. So let's do the other. I think that, man, the dye they use must be super califragilistic, as they say. First I'm gonna mix it in together. And see, that's a lot better, but I'm telling you, once I wet this, water kind of, whoa, wetting this stuff. Yowza. Now, I've used other eco pours. You may have seen some other things I've done, but I've used, to this point, I've used resin crete. Okay, so this is 2/3 of a cup of, so the directions are on the back here. 2/3 of a cup to 4 tablespoons of water. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, this is much better color-wise. Still not what I was going for, but I'm still going for this because it's way better than the other that I did. Now, the unfortunate part about this is that I didn't have an exact measurement of the pink that I put in, because I have to do 2 of these, because there's a back and a front and 2 sides. So I'm going to have to do 2 of each of these molds. But, you know, life goes on and we will somehow survive. You don't have a ton of working time with this stuff. But the pink is about 1,000,000 times better than the first time I tried. And it actually pours. And guess what? This is not going to take me the whole way for this. It's just one side of the house, but hopefully it fills that. Whoops. Uh-oh. Oh, we'll pick that off. You know how we do. Wow, getting in between these windows is very thin. So cleanup is inevitable in this mold. Whoop. See, now I'm getting sloppy because it's getting thicker, and I don't want to waste it, and I want all the walls to be the same thickness. Oh boy. Oh boy. All right, so we're gonna have to mix another thing to make the other wall. That's fine. First, what I'm going to do here is give this a good little. What is Steve McDonald? Isn't it Tappy Wappy? I'm giving it a Tappy Wappy to try and discourage any bubbles that might be considering showing their little faces. We're going to mix up some more for the other side. And let's let her rip. Those window panes sure are skinny. Gee whiz, it sets up so fast. Oh, Lord. Whoa. Whoa. Whoopsie. Clean up on aisle House of Papillons. She's making a mess again, people. See, I was so afraid because it was just setting up so fast that there should be no crying in baseball. Whoops. Oh man, look at that corner up there. Come on. Fill in. Don't give me this hassle. Whoa, this stuff sets up really, really fast. I hope. I mean, it, like you saw, this wasn't a hidden video. You saw how fast it's set up. Good grief. Just gonna try to even this out some. Even my spatula from earlier is like, oh, just crack this stuff off. You're fine. See, there's a thin little part there. Whoa. Come on, make it work. We're gonna make this work. See, what I also want to make clear to you, you know, so I've been doing resin and all these things for numerous years. I don't even know, maybe 6 years. But it doesn't, it's when you're doing something that you've never done before, it's not always going to be perfect the first time, and be fine with that, you know. Now, see, this is a little bit darker than that, but it's going to have to be what it is. I mean, you're rarely going to look at the side and the front of the house at the same time. So, you know, you're going to have to be fine with that, but, you know, just know that when things go wrong, they go wrong. I mean, you know, I mixed this, it was a mess, and then it started, and then because I tried to save it, it set up like in two and a half minutes, some crazy amount of time. So what? Move on. I wasted a batch of that. I mean, am I happy about it? Probably not, but I'm not going to lose sleep over it either. There are way worse catastrophes on Earth that we can figure out. But, and now this is a little bit lumpy, but it's going to be the inside of the house. I didn't get to tappy wappy. I hope there are no holes. Uh-oh, I see a bowl right there. But you know what? We're going to do something to that too. It's supposed to be about love, people. The house is all about love. So it's been a little over an hour, and as you can see, the colors are a little more similar. So it really did lighten, and depending on what these look like in the front, I think these are more of a whisper of pink and not a shouting of pink. So this is interesting. So the color really did sink to the front, despite the fact that I didn't mix color, I mixed two different colors of mixed mold. So that's pretty interesting to note. I am gonna have to clean up these pieces in the window frames, which we knew was gonna happen. And the good grief, that's really some stuff that's gonna have to be neatened up a little bit, but it is not marbly, but sort of mottled looking, if that makes any sense. Mottled, M-O-T-T-L. So I mean, I'm not against it. It's not, I almost like that for a, you know, a structure, a building that it's supposed to be. And I'll do that in a second. I just want to see what this other one looks like really quickly. Oh, no. Well, that's our first little oopsie with mixed mold. I'm gonna have to watch the video back and see how I poured that and see if I can figure out what the issue was with that side. I mean, I know, I don't remember. I don't think I did anything terribly out of the ordinary over there. But I would like to take a look and see if I can figure out what the issue would have been. See if it was a user error or and what I would like to do is possibly glue that. User error. I apologize. I thought I was recording and I wasn't when I did this side of this, but I'm adding red into all of these hearts. And before I do that, I want to explain something to you. So I put resin tape, you know, the heat resistant tape. Well, it's not heat resistant, but you know, it seals the back so that and what I want to show you is, see if I peel it up and I put it back down, see how you can sort of see a line there, and all you do is press it down and make sure that it's solid blue around each little window. And that's what I did before I put it down. It's fine. This, I was using resin from an earlier project, and it just cured too fast, and it became, as you can see, a big mess. So I'm now mixing fresh resin to complete this. And all I'm doing is I'm going to add some dye. It's just pigment dye, and it's in red. Go figure. So, whoop, let me shake it up real fast. And I only have like 2 ounces here. I'm doing Promise 1 hour fast cure because I want to get this part done. We have to, after this, we're going to seal it, seal all the pieces, then we'll be ready to assemble. Looks like nothing leaked on this one. Oh, that one. Oh, shoot. I'm going to fix these with UV. So remember I said there were bubbles on the first. This is that first one because it was so thick. So I'll just fill that in with some UV. I can't tell which one of these is on top. Ah, this one. No, it's this one. See, this stuff it sticks pretty well so that you don't get leakage. Actually, there's 1, 2, 3 that have to be fixed. No biggie, we have UV resin. Will do. This is the one that I broke. But I've got all these little embellishments. I've got little trees and all kinds of stuff that are gonna go around there. So there's that. Our house is all put together and my table is completely covered in the other materials that I'm going to use. I have this Alumifiber epoxy thickener. It's from Alumilite. I believe I saw it a long time ago, but I finally found it on Amazon. I could have ordered it off of their site, but I didn't. So I'm going to thicken this resin. I mixed up 3 ounces of, I think it's J. Diction 4-hour fast cure. The reason I'm using 4-hour fast cure is number 1, it'll cure faster. But number 2, it's thicker in the first place, and that's sort of what I want to do this. Now, when you open this stuff, well, it was covered with one of those silver things, but some of it is sort of solidified. So I'm going to take it aside here and break it up. First, I'm going to put in some white mica. And I have this, it's Saya Alumilite Pearl, white pearl. And that's what I'm going to use to get this. I guess you can probably guess I'm making snow. That's what we're trying to do. It tells you to do half and half. Do 6 ounces of mixed epoxy to 6. That's an example. So add more based on desired level of thickness. Test your level of thickness before final application. Try using a variety of tools. Oh, have no fear. We're going to be probably using a variety of tools because I've never done this before. But so I don't have all of this broken up. That's why I'm fishing out stuff from next to it. I really don't want to put my hands in there. It's going to get them all powdery. But it sure would be easier if I could break this up with my hands. It's not hard to break up. It's just awkward. But it literally, it's got the feeling of like talcum powder or baby powder or mica. This one's a little bit thicker. I might try that. Because this is bending as I mix it, this stick. So I'm thinking this might be It's a little bit better. Can you see it? Am I holding it right for you? All right, that little piece hung on. I think we might be in the ballpark. There you go. That's sort of cute, huh? I can drag some of it over, make it the way snow would land. I also want to do some on the roof. Now, as y'all know, I have shaky carpal tunnel hands. What I kind of like about this stuff is that, did you see how I just sort of lifted it up off that one part that I didn't want it to be on? It just does sort of lift off. So I'm thinking it might be slightly fixable if you make an oopsie. May be able to wipe it off. I'm not sure. I make no claims. But that's what, I need to turn this so I can see the other side. Like that. I think this must have long fibers in it somehow, because some of these, you know, pieces are almost like, you know, when you find a piece of lint or hair or something in your resin. So keep that in mind. Like I mean, it'll all come out in the wash here when we work with it some more. But it feels like there are times that I go to move it, and a big stiff something will come up out of it. And this time it is not the fault. It is not the fault of my dogs. I'm just trying to smooth it. You know, like when snow hits your house. Now, here's my dilemma. I need to try and find a way to be a little quicker, because, you know, we're working with curing stuff here. And what could be better is to actually touch. And that seems to, it makes it stick to the roof a little bit better. Yeah, okay. I think I'm getting a better procedure. I actually didn't notice until I took it out of the first layer of packaging that this has a little bit of iridescent, sparkly little chips in it. But I just want to give everything a little sprinkle. And I'm just doing that because, well, I'm not entirely sure how long it's going to take for this stuff to cure, so I want to make sure. Oh, those little iridescent pieces are hearts. Well, isn't that adorable? Who knew? I didn't know. I'm not one of these people that sort of lives and dies for Valentine's Day, but you know, there's never, number one, there's never a bad time of year to show the ones that you care about that you love them. Number one. Number two, I love the colors of Valentine's Day. After all the winter stuff, you know, the Christmas and all the things, you get to use some bright pink and red and pink. Love it. The base that comes with this house with the mold, I did pour it, but it has like a raised square in it and then a circle where you're supposed to, you know, the house is supposed to fit over it. The house actually doesn't fit on that. I don't know. I mean, the house is together. It's really together in the only way you can put it together. So I decided to make a different base. I did this one other time, and I think it's just going to work out better for this project. So first what I'm going to do is a layer on the bottom is going to be polyurethane, because this is going to look like snow anyway. And then I have some fake snow that I got from Dollar Tree that I'm going to sprinkle on top. And then if things don't stick and look really snowy, I may do a layer of just clear resin, because there are places that I want to build up, you know, some mounds. It looks like shoveling was happening. So let's get to making that. I'm mixing my polyurethane. You're supposed to mix for, it's like 30 seconds or something. It's really, 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 really fast what goes on. And I think you're supposed to mix till it becomes clear, because when you first add the two parts together, I just wanted to get a drip off that cup. When you add the two parts together, it becomes sort of streaky and cloudy. And then you feel it become warm in your hands. And you have a very, very, very limited amount of time to pour it in there. Wonder how much, wonder if this is going to fit the whole thing. If it doesn't, it's no big deal. It's polyurethane, so I mix up some more and dump it in there. Pretty easy. Now I do feel it becoming warm. I would not say it's hot. It just, you feel it change temperature very quickly. I'm just trying to get off the bottoms and every place. Scrape my sides. It's pretty warm right now. Again, not hot, just, you know, warm. Okay, I'm gonna go for it. And instead of waiting for it to spread out, I'm gonna go ahead and get, you know, get everywhere. What else do we have to do while we wait for this to dry, right? Exactly. This snow has some iridescent little flakes in it. Do you hear my Baltimore accent when I say snow? The snow. Okay. Oh, that's where I went, what's left on there? It's where I set it down in the stuff. Just gonna drag a mess elsewhere. So I'm going to let's proceed in decorating the rest of it. I have a mold for these little, they're almost like conversation hearts, but I'm gonna do these all in red. I'm going to pour them in polyurethane because I have another project going at the same time. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make these quick because I have a cute idea for them. Let's do these. I know that this one, the pig, I want to do 10 cc's. I already know. That's what I've been doing. Better shot of what it really looks like from just the regular human being angle instead of up above. I think it turned out really cute. There were some areas of my plan that it didn't so much go as planned. Oh, I see a crooked tree there on the right. That's the back of the house. And then we have the sides. Now, the way that I put the lights in there, there were leftover lights. And instead of just letting them hang, they're on the inside. So you don't need to have a candle or anything on the inside to light it up. And I put lights in there purposefully that are on a timer. So they're only on for like, I think it's 6 hours, and then they turn off, and then they come on at the same time every day. So I had this house in my mind for a long time, for months and months and months. And I'm glad that I finally had the opportunity to do it. And I love those little the pathway in the front of the house that are like conversation hearts that we made out of polyurethane and chrome powder. So I hope you like it too. And if you've been here the whole time watching this whole process, I appreciate it more than you could ever know. And please like and subscribe if you are so inclined. And I will see you the next time. Bye-bye.